I am Sham, and I'm back with a brand new trek here in Birmingham, Alabama. I arrived here yesterday, earlier in the day. So how I got here, I hopped out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, midnight on Thursday. So I spent Thursday, Friday, almost half a Saturday, almost 2.5 days on the train to cover 900 miles on a GM, General Manifest. It's kind of crazy to compare different priority trains, because if you get an intermodal, for example, I went from Chicago to Seattle in 2.5 days, but I covered over 2,200 miles, more than double what I did in the same time frame. Interesting how that happens. It totally makes sense. One of those just comparative, reflective things that I was thinking about. Fortunately, I was able to get a DPU, which is a locomotive. Another term is an engine. DPU is a distributed power unit. So it's a locomotive engine which is receiving its information from the lead unit. So the very, very front locomotive obviously is where the conductor and his assistant, if they have one, is. Not just his, but it could be female as well. Don't want to offend anybody. And then all the other locomotives are getting their information signals from there. Anyways, I would say it's the ideal ride. You've got heat and/or cooling, so it's temperature controlled, environment controlled. You're protected from the elements. But the drawback is that they do a daily inspection, so you have to be very watchful of that. Every yard you go into, every stop you make, you really have to be aware. Thankfully, against the protocol, they did not check anything during 2.5 days. They've got a log there, so I check the log whenever I enter one, and they did one in Allentown right before it left. That is the most perfect scenario to get on, because hey, you've at least got 24 hours of comfort. Beyond that, every time we stopped, I'm like looking to the side. I've got my stuff. You should always have your stuff prepped. I like to go through the back door. Just in case, because the normal entry is through the front. All my stuff packed up, ready to go every time. I only let go or have outside, I guess you could say another term, just have available what I need. So I spent a few months in Allentown. I got there from Chicago. And for me, it was just an opportunity to make some money. And thankfully, I found a great temp job, amazing coworkers. Shout out to you guys. You know who you are. And once work slowed down, which made sense because things ramp up for the holiday season, I decided, hey, now is the perfect time to go. I've been doing this stuff for a few years now. Vagabond, living outside in every imaginable element, from -40 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, across 42 states so far and counting. But it was, it's cold. You'd rather not be north. It just makes sense. And I don't want to get into any details. I don't want to seem secretive. This is not like one of those clickbaits, I'm making you hang on the edge of your seat so I can get your attention type of thing. It's more like I don't want things to be ruined, because there are some weirdos, unfortunately, out there who, if they know your future plan, they're going to call ahead and try to ruin things. So I tend to keep, ultimate plans to myself. I think everybody should. It makes total sense. But in essence, what I'm doing is I've got some time before my next big step, so to speak. Why not train hop, maximize, go southeast? So while rubber tramping, meaning road tripping in my car, living out of my car, I've already been through every single region, but not train hopping. So this is the perfect opportunity to go through the southeast and experience it and say I've done every quadrant in the United States. And it also is a great comfort to have this warmth, this heat, to see the sunshine, have clear skies. It improves the mood for sure. So right now, really, I'm just trying to go to certain spots. I don't want to spend too much time if I have nothing going on, which here there's nothing going on. Therefore, I'm going to be moving real soon, continuing the journey, and trying to just do as many routes as I can. I'm trying to do more vlogs. I admit it's kind of like tense. I'm a perfectionist. I have so much passion and drive, and I need to be the best at whatever I do, or among the best. And it's not to discount or insult those who are doing the same thing, because I show love. If you give me respect, I'm going to support you. That's just my nature. I'm competitive, and that's why it's sort of, and I know people are well-intentioned, but when you give me basic advice, it's kind of off-putting. Like, check my profile, see what I've done, as opposed to just giving an empty comment and thinking that, in a sense, I need somebody to survive better or to improve upon my situation. Before I did any of this, I watched hundreds of hours of train hopping, hundreds of hours of urban camping, of urban exploring, abandoned buildings. Like, I really did my research. And whatever I do, I am obsessive about every fine detail. So, again, I know maybe it's a rare thing. It's not to brag. It's just to give credit to due diligence in terms of every single thing that I'm getting involved in. For me, more so, I want to connect with like-minded people. I really appreciate everybody's support in saying that, so I don't want to come across, I'm not pretentious at all. I'm a chill guy. I'm a simple man, simple SHAM. And yeah, that's about it. I'm really trying to kind of open up and give more vlogs. I don't feel comfortable in front of the camera, so to speak, because I'm perfectionist, and I like rewatch things and I'm thinking, dude, you look like an idiot. You should have said this instead. Why are you stuttering? Why did you use a filler word? But whatever, it's, you know, I have been honest about my struggles and things of that nature, and the best way to attack things is just do it. Just freaking do it and go with the flow. And that's about it. I'm Sham and I'm out. Peace.